All right, my people, this is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator, back here with the Financial Book Club. We're going through the book, How Rich People Think by Steve Siebold. Steve, I'm coming from my check. Now, guys, wealth does begin in the mind. It begins in the mind. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. So what we're doing, we're going through the book, and we're starting to deposit rich resources on the inside so we can change the results that we have on the outside. If you want to get this book, you can get it through us at www.ergj.net. We're on day number 83. Got 17 more days to go. I know you don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. Day number 83. Let's get it. The middle class believes money creates corruption. The world class believes a lack of money creates corruption. The middle class believes that money creates corruption. The world class believes a lack of money creates corruption. Now, money has been blamed for almost every act of corruption in history. From bribery to drug trafficking, money always seemed to be cited as a culprit. The fact is, money is just a medium of exchange and cannot be blamed for the failures of humankind and their ethics or value systems. Money might lead people to corrupt behavior, but money is not the cause of the corruption. Fear and a belief system rooted in scarcity, lack, and limitation is the cause of corruption. Critical thinking points to people for corruption rather than what motivates them to take a corrupt action. When a married couple gets divorced, do you blame the two parties involved or the institution of marriage? The bottom line is money is the favorite whipping boy of the masses because deep down they are infuriated that they don't have any. In the minds of the masses, the more ways they can demonize money, the more validated they feel for not seeking their own fortune. After all, if money is the root of all evil, why would I want to have so much of it? It's another excuse people make to themselves and others for lacking the courage to state their claim. If they converted the mental energy they spend demonizing it into acquiring it, they will be millionaires, but they don't and almost never will. Only a small percentage of the population will ever make this kind of change in thinking, and that's why the rich will always be the small segment of society. Critical thinking leads us to conclude that it's not money that causes corruption, but the lack of money. A person whose stomach is full isn't remotely interested in joining the buffet line, and a millionaire who knows how to create more money at will isn't interested in robbing a bank. The masses demonizing wealth is more about making money look bad than it is about logic. The worse reputation money gets, the better they feel about not having it. As my friend Brian Tracy says, this is not for you. Now here's our quote of the day. Is from BC Forbes. A little long. I guess it's from Forbes magazine. He is a wise man who seeks by every legitimate means to make all the money he can honestly. For money can do so many worthwhile things in this world, not merely for oneself, but for others. But he is an unmitigated fool who imagines for a moment that it is more important to make the money than to make it honestly. One of the advantages of possessing money is that it facilitates one's independence and mental attitude. The man head over heels in debt is more slave than independent. That's important to note. The man that's head over heels in debt is more of a slave than he is independent. Now here's a critical thinking question today. Here's what you want to think about as relates to what we discussed today. Ask yourself this: are you still holding on to any beliefs that link being rich to corruption? Are you still holding on to any beliefs that link being rich to corruption? Now here's your action step. Here's what you want to do as it relates to what we've discussed today. Do your research on what the world's wealthiest people are doing with their money. Do a Google search on Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, and that will get you off to a good start. You want to do a research on what the world's wealthiest people are doing with their money. Then you kind of have an idea on what you can be doing with the money that you'll acquire in this lifetime as well. Anyway, that's day number 83 of How Rich People Think by Steve Siebold. The middle class believes money creates corruption. The world class believes a lack of money creates corruption. And hopefully this has been beneficial to you. We'll be finishing up this book here in the next 17 days. So hopefully you've been following along. If you want to get the book, you can get it through us at www.ergj.net. Again, I'm your certified financial educator. We do have a few opportunities coming up to learn. Today, Tuesday, September 13th, we've got a Tuesday Talks at 8 p.m. So if you want to learn about the stock market, that'll be a place for you that you want to go. On Thursday, we have our high school financial education. We'll be talking about cash flow or budgeting for high schoolers. And then on Saturday morning, we have our savings class for our middle school students. So if you have children, if you have high school, middle school students, or you yourself want to learn about the stock market, those are 3 opportunities that are available to you. You can find out more about that information at www.ergj.net. Well, I'm ERGJ, your certified financial educator. I'll be here tomorrow with day number 84, going through the book How Rich People Think by Steve Siebold. And the question is, will you?